Mhm.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Today is Monday, May the 20th. My name is Judge Esparza. We have a couple of writ hearings scheduled for this afternoon. We do not have a court reporter. If you're requesting a court reporter, your case will be reset for a later date. Not hearing any objections, we will proceed as such. Let's see, Tracy Evans on here. First case I'm going to call is C-2273-24-E, State of Texas versus Andres Garcia. Mr. Garcia, are you present? You speak English, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Garcia is present. He is English speaking. Mr. Ortegon?
Yes,
I'd like to
Judge,
pull
good
over for-
afternoon. I have Mr.
Carlos, would you like
Garcia.
to, Carlos, would you
Yes,
pull
Judge.
over, please?
Okay. I haven't lost sight of the road, so.
For everybody's safety.
May I, Judge?
Yes, you may proceed.
Judge, I have a 17-year-old that's still in high school, lives with his mother, is indigent, has no money to pay. I'm requesting for a PR bond, Judge.
Ms. Bernal, you're here for the state, correct? What's the state's position?
That's correct, Chair. The state's position to reduce the resisting arrest from 10,000 cash security to reduce that to a $10,000 PR bond. As it relates to the 3 assaults on peace officers, Judge, they're set at 60,000 cash security each. We're okay with reducing those to 30,000 cash security each.
Judge, my client is a high school student. He cannot afford not even $1.
Does he have any priors? Ms. Bernal, I didn't see anything.
I didn't see any either, Judge.
Raise your right hand, sir. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Andres Garcia,
How old are you, sir?
17.
You go to school?
Yes, sir.
Where at?
Donna High School.
What grade are you in?
I'm in sophomore.
Sophomore?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
17.
Are you enrolled in school?
Yes, sir.
Where do you live?
I live in 1402 Chicken Street.
Who you live with?
My mom.
If he makes bond, I'm gonna order random UAs for probation, which means they're gonna drug test you.
Yes, sir.
You come back dirty for drugs or alcohol, you're gonna come back and sit in orange. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Bond on the resisting. Follow the state's recommendation will be reduced to $10,000 PR. Bond on the assault on peace officer. Got 3 counts, correct?
Correct.
Yes, Judge.
Also gonna order a curfew, sir. 8 PM to 7 AM. That means you're at home every day by 8 o'clock. Not just Monday through Friday, every single day by 8 o'clock, and you don't leave the house before 7 AM. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you working?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
If you get a job, you have to stay out after 8. You notify probation, give them your schedule, and I'll allow it. But if you're not working, you're at home. Do you understand that? Bond will be reduced to $2,500 cash surety on each count.
Judge, he's not gonna make it. There's the mother doesn't work. He has no father. He's in high school, Judge. We'd beg you to give him a PR bond with AIP. He's not gonna make bond. There's like 2 weeks left of school.
17 years old and he's in the 10th grade. I don't know if he's even on track in school.
Well, my son is 16, Judge. He's in 10th grade, so I think he's 1 year off. And that's
Have you been
kind of,
attending school on a regular basis?
Yes, sir.
that's why I'm asking, Judge. And I know 2,500 cash surety is pretty low, but my client, I'm court appointed. My client is in high school. He's very indigent, meets all the criterias. I just want him to finish his year and not be held back because he's not going to school as it is. He's been in jail a whole week, Judge. So he'd be gone 3 weeks. I just want him to catch up and maybe go to summer school, but you know.
According to his complaint, he was intoxicated, under the influence of something and kicking and officers. That's why I ordered the drug test on you, sir. Can't give PR bonds on assault cases, can we, Veronica?
It's my understanding that we cannot, Judge.
Judge, if you can $500 cash surety bonds, Judge. I mean, something minimum, or $100 cash surety bond, Judge.
I'm doing $500 cash surety on each one.
Okay, Judge, I'll tell the mother.
All right. Get out, sir. If you make bond, you need to behave yourself. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Cause any more problems, you're gonna end up back in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right,
Judge,
that'll be all. Good luck to you.
Judge, Cero Munoz asked me to stand in for him. He wants to non-suit his case. He's got an ice hold he didn't know.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Let me check real quick. Wait, who said you?
Cero Munoz, Judge.
That's correct. He does have an ice hold. Luis Santiago? You speak English, Mr. Santiago? We'll translate him. Just let him know that. You, Mr.
Take a seat already.
Go ahead and have a seat. Mr. Santiago, your attorney is Sergio Munoz. Going to dismiss the bond reduction case that you have today because you have an immigration hold on your case. All right. Thank you, Mr. Ortegon.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Next case we're gonna call is C 2253-24-J, State of Texas versus Muhammad Cosme. How you pronounce your last name, sir? Cosme?
Cosby.
Speak English?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Handy, your client is present. He is speaking. You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much for letting us be heard this afternoon. Mr. Cosby has been giving me permission, or he's given me permission to speak on his behalf. And of course, I humbly request a bond reduction on his newest charge, which is the assault EMS, the third-degree felony, and also ask if it'd be possible that the possession of controlled substance, the bond in that case, also be reinstated, if not reduced as well. Now, Mr. Cosme's background, he is a U.S. citizen, Your Honor. He is 19 years old. He is the youngest in his family. He does live here in Edinburgh, Texas. He's currently a student, and he's been incarcerated for about 15 days already now with a total bond of $25,000. It goes without saying that the bond amount is difficult to pay where it stands, but it's also very difficult for the family, considering their family situation, Your Honor. But I have been in contact with his family. particularly his mother. His mother is in between jobs, but she has just luckily picked up a job. His father is in school currently for nursing, and the family can pay no more than $450 total, Your Honor. But if the bond is somehow reduced and he's somehow released while out on bail, Mr. Cosby would be under the direct supervision of his father here in the Valley, and of course, the responsibilities of the household that include even taking direct care of his pets. So also I've kind of mentioned it or alluded to, he is unemployed, Your Honor, but and he does have current furthermore ties to the community, and he is currently enrolled in UTRGV, and his goal is to be at least in his major to be in psychology. But given all these factors, Your Honor, in regard to his indigent status, his inability to pay, his younger age, and him being in care in his in the care of his father, of course, we're requesting at least $1,000 cash surety through $4,500 cash surety as being reasonable and sufficient for Mr. Cosby, Your Honor.
Okay. Veronica, was there a verification filed on that possession of controlled substance charge?
Let me judge. Yes, there was a verification on that one. He was rearrested on the thefts, Judge. However, there's no verifications on the rest of his misdemeanors. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misdemeanors that are also pending, Judge.
Okay. But the only ones before the court are the assault on the EMS personnel, $25,000, and the $5,000 PLCS. What's the state's position?
Your Honor, the state's position is that we believe that the bonds are reasonable at this time. The defendant was out on bond for a drug charge that has been indicted, that was indicted on the 16th of this month. That drug was a THC vape pen, Judge, as well as the fact that he has multiple misdemeanors that are pending. They're all from different transactions. We believe that given the complaint and what the state is alleging, Judge, he could be a threat to himself as he tried to overdose on 3 different bottles of a cough syrup, Judge. So for those reasons, we believe that as per right now, the bonds are reasonable at this time.
You said the POCS has been indicted. What's the cause number on that?
Judge, I don't show a cause number just yet. I just show that he was indicted on the 16th of May. Usually it takes a few days to get a cause number, given the fact that he's never had a felony before. This assault on EMS personnel would be his second. I have a DA number, Judge.
Well, if he's been indicted already, I don't have jurisdiction over that POCS charge. Raise your right hand, sir. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? State your name.
Cosby.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 18 years old, about to be 19.
What city do you currently live in?
Edinburgh, Texas.
How long have you lived here?
Under 2 years.
You live with who?
I live with my mother, my father, my sister, and my brother.
Are you enrolled in school?
I'm currently enrolled at a charity.
Robert, I don't have any control over that POCS charge if it's been indicted already.
Well, Your Honor, I also in Odyssey, Your Honor, I don't see that the possession of controlled substance has been indicted just yet regarding with that. But of course, my contention would just be the same if at all, at least a bond reduction on the newest charge regarding with his open cases with the misdemeanors. They are nonviolent. There are 2 trespasses, and then of course there's a theft charge. Also in public intoxication with 3 previous convictions and an MTR with the theft misdemeanor B, but all nonviolent charges, Your Honor, and would of course just consider any sort of bond reduction for Mr. Cosby in his cases, in these 2 cases at least.
I'm going to order random UAs through probation department. Call you in to get drug tested. You come back positive for drugs or alcohol, you're going to come back and sit in jail. You understand that? Order 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew. You're at home by 8 p.m., sir, every day until these cases are resolved. You don't leave the house before 7 a.m. You understand? Unless you're working. If you're working, you provide probation and excuse, or it's a work schedule so that they can verify that you are working. Understand that? Bond on the assault on the EMS personnel will be reduced to $3,000. Cash surety. On the, I didn't see a cause number either on the possession. If it has not been indicted, I'll go ahead and reinstate the $5,000 bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
If I do find out that there is a cause number that's been indicted, then it'll stay as is.
Understood.
Anything else?
That should be it. Your Honor may be excused before this honorable, of course, in front of you, Your Honor.
Yes.
Or you have a
Yes, sir.
good day.
Thank you, Mr. Handy. Make sure you stay in contact with your attorney, sir.
Thank
Good luck to
you.
you.
You have a good day.
Thank you,
Thank you
Robert.
all. Thank you all.
You too. Next case we're gonna call is C 2284-24-L, State of Texas versus Tomas Olivo. You speak English, Mr. Olivo?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Olivo's present. He speaks English. Lauro.
Yes, Your Honor.
Trejo, this is the motion, sir. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Can you hear me, Judge?
Yes.
Okay, yes, Your Honor. My client's in custody. He's been in jail for approximately 3 weeks. This is a third-degree possession charge. Bond is currently set at $25,000. My client's a U.S. citizen. He was working some odd jobs. He lives in Westaco with his sister. I have her contact information, Judge. He's asking this court to reduce his bond to $1,000 cash assured.
State.
Your Honor, the state is recommending a $10,000 cash or surety deduction.
Drug charge, right? Yes.
That's
Right.
correct, Judge.
So I'm gonna order, if you make bond, I'm gonna order random UAs through probation. Same thing I told the other individuals. You'll be contacted by probation to go in and get drug tested. You don't show up, you're gonna end up back in orange. You come back positive for drugs or alcohol, you're gonna come back, sit in jail. You understand that?
My bond.
Your bond is currently set at $25,000 right now. Your attorney's asking that they reduce it. But if I'm considering reducing it, but what I'm telling you, if you make bond, I'm gonna add that condition that you get drug tested regularly. You understand that?
Yes. So I can bond out with
That, you'll talk to a bondsman and your attorney and you'll make arrangements. I don't control how much they charge you, so make arrangements with them.
on $1,000 bond. Yes,
I'm giving you a PR bond.
giving you a bond. Oh, I'll wait for him to give you a bond. I'm sorry.
Okay. You're in custody 22 days. Bond will be reduced. $1,000 cash surety. Make sure if you get out, sir, make sure you stay in contact with your attorney. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Have a seat.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Trejo.
Thank you, Judge.
This case we're gonna call is C 2248-24-F, State of Texas versus Daniel Rivera. Oh, that's the one that was reset. Sammy, you got our email on that one, correct?
Your Honor, Judge, I have Jorge Zavala.
Yeah, you had another one, but it was transferred to the 93rd.
Oh, that's
My
correct.
staff sent out an email this morning. The next case we're gonna call is C 2246-24-F, State of Texas versus Jorge Zavala. You speak English, Mr. Español? Okay. You want to translate? Just go slowly, Sam. Mr. Alanis from our office will be translating.
Thank you, Judge. Samuel Reyes for Jorge Zavala. Your Honor, this is our motion to reduce the bond My client was booked on May the 10th, 2024 for aggravated robbery. This stemmed from an alleged incident that occurred on December the 9th of 2022. I don't believe that since then my client has had any issues or there's anything in that time period where he broke any other laws or did anything else concerning. One thing, Your Honor, is he is a Mexican national. I don't know whether he has an ICE hold, but he does reside in the United States. He resides in Mission, Texas at 6501 Charro Street, and he's renting there. Your Honor, he also has a 1-year-old daughter. He's been previously employed at a car wash up until May in Pharr, Texas. And he is indigent. I was appointed on this matter. He has no funds. He says he's got $10 to his name, if that. But he says that if released, he will reside here in Pharr, Texas. That he has a rental home at 200 Boone Avenue in Pharr, Texas, which a friend lives, which he states that he can make arrangements and reside there. Given those facts, Judge, the bond is set at $20,000. I ask in the court to consider reduce it so he can be released. His representation is that he will remain in the United States, report to his court date. And as I said, Judge, I don't know whether he has an ICE hold, Judge, but his criminal history is very minimal. And he got no prior violent crime or felonies. So I think he may possibly have some type of immigration relief. We're asking the court consider a $1,500 cash or surety bond.
I didn't see earlier this morning a ICE hold, but I was just checking right now and there is an ICE hold. This is a 2022 case. Do you know how he came in the custody center? Did they just pull him over and hit the warrant or what?
I don't know how he came into custody, Judge.
Okay, I didn't see any new charges.
Arrested in Brooks County Jail.
Okay, it says he was in the Brooks County Jail. What's the state's position?
Your Honor, the state's position is that we're not recommending a bond reduction given the fact that he has an ICE hold. This is a violent crime, as stated in the complaint, where the state is alleging that he broke glass bottle over a cashier at a drive-through and took $265 cash, which is what she feared. She did fear for her life. This defendant does identify as a gang member, Judge. So at this point, we're not recommending a bond reduction.
Mr. Zavala, you have an immigration hold on your case. You understand that?
Yes.
That means is if you make bond, there's a good chance that you will be deported by immigration. Do you understand that? Did you pick up new charges how did you get arrested on this case? Or when were you arrested?
Una parada de tráfico.
Traffic stop.
Okay. Sammy, due to the fact that he's got an ICE hold, the nature of the charge, even if I was to reduce the bond because he's got an ICE hold, immigration is going to charge him more than the usual 10%, I'm sure. We'll go ahead and deny relief on this one. The bond as is.
I understand. That does conclude my business before your honorable court this afternoon, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Reese.
Thank you, Judge.
Next case we're going to call is C 2283-24-E, State of Texas versus David Fortuna. You speak English, Mr. Fortuna?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. President, Ms. Evans, this is your motion. You may proceed.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Fortuna is in there on a third-degree felony possession of controlled substance. His bond is currently set at $15,000 cash or surety. He's been incarcerated since April the 11th, which is about 40-ish, 45 days or so, Judge. He did have some prior felonies, Judge. They were dismissed. They were during COVID. So I did look at the history on those just to see if there was ever a situation of him failing to appear or anything, and there were no entries of him not attending court. He is a U.S. citizen, Judge. We would be asking the court to consider a PR bond or a low amount. Judge, I am court appointed as well.
Veronica,
Your Honor, the state's recommending a $5,000 cash or surety reduction on this case.
raise your right hand, sir. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? State your name. Put your hand down. How old are you, sir?
42,
What city do you live in?
Alton.
You have a job?
I don't right now.
Who do you live with?
My parents.
One order random UAs through probation, same thing I told the other ones. Probation will contact you to get drug tested. You need to stay clean. You understand that? You come back positive or don't show up, you're gonna end up back in orange. Is that clear? Bond will be reduced to $1,500 cash surety. Anything else?
No, Judge, that's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you. May I be excused?
Good luck, Lisa. Yes. Veronica, we had one more. It's C 2267-24-F. State of Texas versus Ricky Wayne Meads. Mr. Meads, you present?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, stand up. Our office received an email earlier from his attorney, is Angel Davila, saying that he was picking a jury today and wasn't going to be present, but he actually listed a different cause number. But regardless, he's not here. So this case, we'll just go ahead and reset it for, my staff will contact Mr. Davila and see how long he's going to be in trial, and we'll reset it for a later date.
Sounds good, Judge.
All right. Okay, that's all we have for this afternoon. Thank you for your help.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too.